Hi there, and I thought I'd do a lesson on hitting from the trees and what options you've got and where you go right and where you go wrong. So we're going to do two. One from the right hand side, this is obviously for right handers. For left handers you need to swap it over. One down the right hand side where we need to come out to the left or try to slice it, and one from the left hand side where obviously we chip it out or we try to hook it. So if we have a look here, you can see the green is right down there. So straight in my way I've got this big tree here, and I've got the other tree further down. Now, so the options are chipping out. So let's say you wanted to chip out. What I see too often is that you golfers, you get too greedy. Okay, so when I say too greedy, what I mean by that is you chip it out and you end up going in the trees the other side. Okay, that's what you shouldn't do. So, you know, if you want to do it properly, let's just have a look. So if you're going to chip out, what it means is we're saying, okay, we're definitely not going to hit the green in for the next shot. We're going to take at least two. So have a look at those trees. So those trees are 104 yards. They're 100 yards away, which means that the middle of the fairway is only 50 yards. Yeah, you try to pinch too much. So if that was the case, knock it out 50 yards. And these branches here, people don't look at. So you'd go on a not too bad a line, you'd hit it and you'd catch these branches there. They will affect the ball. Go with something nice and low, and I'm just going to chip out with a 6-iron. Okay, so I can see where I'm going to hit it. I've got my line. I just need to hit it 50 yards back, through. There you go. I've hit it 50 yards. I'm on the fairway, and I can now have a go for my next shot. Let's pop the ball down again. So if you're going to knock it out, make sure you take your punishment. Don't be greedy. Get it out onto the fairway where you've got a nice full swing, you've got a chance to hit the green. Let's say we want to go for the green. So obviously it needs to be in range to make it worthwhile. So I need to know how far we've got. Okay, so I've got just over 200 yards. So let's say you were a bit nearer. So let's, for argument's sake, we've got, I don't know, let's say we've got 180 yards, 170 yards to the green. So to hit the slice, when you hit the slice, the ball spins left to right, and what it means is that the club face is open to the swing path, and generally the flight is higher. That's important. So when we go higher, we bring these trees and everything into play. Okay, so what I need to do is that we might lose a bit of yardage as well. So let's say we've got 180. What I would do is I would take a club that hits it 30 yards, 20, 30 yards further. I'm going to hit my 3 hybrid. So this will do a couple of things. A, I haven't got to swing that hard at it or that fast at it. That in itself is going to keep the ball flight down. B, because it's a longer club, it's got less loft, it's much easier to slice. A hook is way easier to shape on a ball than a slice, as in total amount of yardage. You could hook a ball 100 yards right to left. To slice it that far would be really hard. So I need to pick a start point. So I've got a tree down there which is probably 40 yards. I need to get the ball past that before it slices round. So I need to be aiming well left. So what I'm going to do here is that when I address the ball, let me come a bit nearer. When I address the ball, I'm going to twist the club face to the right, then I'm going to take my grip. I'm not going to have it square, I'm going to have it to the right, and as I hit the ball, if I hold the angle, that will create the slice. So if I do it that way, and I move the ball a little bit back in my stance to keep it lower as well, I've got a good chance to get past this tree before the slice starts to happen. What's the worst thing that can happen is that the ball goes straight or hooks, because then I'm really in trouble. So again, twist it open, and all I'm going to do is just go back and through. As I say, this normally would probably go, let's say, 30 yards further, so I don't need to hit it hard, which means you've got much more control. So let's have a go. So I'm aiming far enough left. I'll know that tree, so all I'm focused on is getting this ball past that tree before the slice happens. Let's have a hit. Oh, that's lovely. That has come all the way round, and okay, if we were going for the green, that's probably caught the left edge of the green. And as you can see, I was very controlled. I didn't hit it too hard, because as soon as I hit it too hard when you slice it, the ball lifts. Okay, so let's just to recap. If you're going to lay out, go for the fairway, pick a sensible yardage, don't go mad, don't hit it too far and go into the trees. If we're going to hit the slice, go up 2, maybe 3 clubs, because when you swing slower, the ball flight's going to stay lower, especially when you've got trees in the way, and the lower the loft, the easier it is to slice. Twist it open first of all, then take your grip, a bit similar if you're in a bunker, so it opens up, and then when you hit the ball, hit through, keeping the club face at that angle. Make sure you pick the point you want to get it past. There's no good thinking I want to slice it and hitting this tree, because then you're further in the rubbish. Get it past, trust the fact that everything we have done there is going to put the slicing ball like that one there, and I'm either on the left edge of the green or just in the left fringe, but either way it's a putt. Good luck with the slice. We'll now have a go with the hook. Okay, so here we are, we're now on the left hand side, and as you can see there's a tree right in the way. So again, if we wanted to chip out, this time it's probably only 70 yards to the trees the other side. Knock it out 30 yards, pick a line, don't be greedy. If you hit the shot, make sure you hit a club that doesn't go up high and hits these branches. I see too many people hit the branches and too many people hit it too hard. So let's say we were going to try to go for the green. Again, let's get a yardage. So again, it's about 170, so similar to what we had the other side. Now to get the ball to shape this way is much easier. So if you're going to hit the trees, hit them down the left, because it's easier to get out. You can generate more side spin on the ball. So 173, so this is going to come out lower, and because we're going to hook the ball, there'll be a lot more run on the ball than usual. So 173 for me, let's say that would normally be 6 or a 5 iron. I reckon from here, because the amount of spin I'm going to put on the ball, I could probably drop to a 7 iron. So a 7 iron, again, I'm also aware won't hit the trees here because we're de-lofting it, and what I do is just make sure I can get back and through. Okay, so again, the important thing is to get it past this tree in front of us, so I need to aim over to the right. So what you can do here, bit different to that one, you can twist the club face in. I do that a tiny bit, but what I would do is I would strengthen my right hand grip. That's where I normally hold it. You see how I've got both hands over to the right a bit more. That means as I come through, this club face is going to fold, the club face will twist. We shouldn't have to worry about it too much, which means I can focus on the strike. So I don't necessarily close the club face, but I do strengthen my grip, and I'll do my normal swing. We're going to see the ball sling from right to left, and as I say, once it lands, the ball will chase and run. So this should be much easier than the last one. Let's have a go. So we're down the right hand side. Okay, let's get it a good strike. You saw how that come out, that come flying out. Let's have a look. And there we go. Okay, so we've probably got, that caught the left edge of the green. So that easily had 70, 80 yards hook on the ball, and it's comfortable distance. As you saw, that was a smooth swing. So when we hook it, the ball's going to come out lower, it's going to run a lot more, and it's going to go further. When you slice it out there, the ball's going to fly higher, so you need to go up a club. So let's say we had the same distance, as for argument's sake, let's say it was a 6 iron. You're going to need to go 7 or 8 for a hook. You're going to need to go 4 or 3 for a slice. Okay, you don't want to hit them hard, you want to control them, but doing those little alterations I did at address, that's going to help one slice and one hook. Be aware of what's in front of you and how far you've got to get the ball past. Too many people get the shape, but they hit a tree too early. Make sure you get past that. And if you're going to knock it out onto the fairway, take your punishment. Don't be too greedy. Good luck.